Detective Fithen, where is this guy?
No one could figure out what Mr. Wells was up to. He had a very bizarre kit with him that involved styrofoam cups, clear plastic. They found a screwdriver. We were in total shock the night this happened as to what it turned out to be.
What it turned out to be was an elaborate plan to collect urine from young theater goers without their knowledge.
Youth, longevity, vibrance, their energy, their well-being is all transferred over in that fluid. I believe that urine has certain substances to it that actually give me what I lack. There's certain elements that are being transferred over to me. Well, age is just another step toward death, and who wants to die? I feel like if there's anything that I can do to prevent or slow down the aging process, that's a good thing. I was feeling more alone after college. I started to think about how the urine made me feel, and I thought, well, why not go out and try to get that feeling and get that youthful blast of energy that I was looking for. I gradually started to think I can get a little bit of urine to rejuvenate me.
You are all now prisoners of war.
The compulsion was so strong, you can't imagine how strong it was. This particular movie theater, I was able to get maybe 5 urinals set up for collection. You just take a screwdriver and turn the valve off completely so that the water doesn't interfere with the collection of the urine.
Robert settles in for a long night.
At least 4 hours. Probably 2 to 3 movies. Maybe 6 hours.
But he stays too long.
You gone over there, okay? Man, you got a problem over there, man?
No, I'm not doing anything.
He noticed me standing inside of the toilet stall close to the door.
You're just staring right over there at the urinals.
He knocked on the door and says, "What are you doing in there?" And I said, "I'm going to the bathroom."
Son, come here.
He thought it was strange, somebody standing there staring out through the crack.
There's a guy in the restroom that's like peering out at everybody.
I received a call from the police department asking if I could come in and interview a suspect that the patrol division had just arrested. And they found in a stack of styrofoam cups. They found a screwdriver, like hand tools, so nobody at this point knew exactly what was going on.
Longevity.
Robert quickly confesses.
That's when things started to get weird. Mr. Wells stated he liked to consume those specimens when they were fresh. Throw it back and, chug it down. You couldn't write this, you couldn't script it.
But Robert had no contact with the children. And since there's no state law against collecting or consuming urine, Robert is charged only with criminal mischief.
Mr. Wells received basically a slap on the wrist and was set free on the streets and very quickly reoffended and did the exact same thing that we had arrested him for.
I was probably arrested close to 20 times for this behavior.
In 2008, state lawmakers pass a new law specifically aimed at stopping Robert.
It basically made it a crime to collect other people's bodily fluids without their permission.
Today, Robert Wells spends most of his time at home. He has little to do but age, the one thing he fears most.
Robert is going to have to come to terms with the fact that he, like all of us, is aging. And yes, one day he will indeed die. Once he can come to terms with that fact, maybe he can give up that urine drinking.
The urine is not making me any younger. After all these years, I have to accept that, there is the decline of life. There's not much you can do other than to gracefully go out.